you say, we are striving to be a well-leader city by the year 2025. And one of the areas that we are addressing as the city of Harare is to ensure that we improve the business climate, to make sure that we improve the ease of doing business. This is an area where, as Harare, we have made strides. In business licensing, for example, we have reduced the period from about 3 months to about 1 month. And what we have done to achieve that, it's a number of things. To start with, we are saying, if you are renewing your business license, we don't need to do another report that is in terms of compliance for the type of license that you have. What we are saying is that you just submit your renewal form and immediately they will issue with a new license. The staff will then check during the course of the year to see if you are compliant in terms of everything that is required as per the original license. But if it is a new license that you are applying for, we are saying you just pay for the form, you collect your form, you pay $20, and immediately they will carry out the inspection, the business inspection, and if you are compliant in terms of everything that is required, they proceed to issue with a license. And they will report to the council in retrospect to just tell the council that this is what we have done. So we have reduced the period considerably, and it is for the convenience of the business, our business customers, to make sure that they get their licenses as quickly as possible without any hassles.
You have just alluded to the reforms that you are working on as the Harare City Council. How are these going to improve service delivery?
They are going to improve service delivery because it is our function to make sure that we control activities in Harare in terms of land use, in terms of compliance with our bylaws. And the more efficient we are in giving that service to our business community, the better it is for them to carry out business, give people employment, and it also makes Zimbabwe and Harare competitive in this global village, because our ease of doing business climate in Zimbabwe, it's a project that is being spearheaded, as you know, through the Office of the President and Cabinet, and as City of Harare, we are actually leading local authorities in terms of ensuring that we improve the business climate. So it will really improve not only our service delivery, but also how much we attract investment into Harare. And as the capital city, most of the business proposals are coming to Harare, and our efficiency will really have an impact in terms of how Zimbabwe performs in terms of ease of doing business.
Still on service delivery, how would you say as the City of Harare you have fared in comparison with previous years?
Oh, we are very proud of the strides that we have made, despite the difficult environment, in terms of difficulty, in terms of raising cheap capital finance. But despite that, we are happy that if you look at delivery of water to the people, we have carried out the rehabilitation at Morton Jeffrey Waterworks, and that has now enabled us to improve our water production from about 400 megaliters to about 550 megaliters per day as of today. And that water production level keeps going up. And what we are now doing is that for this year, we'll be concentrating a lot on rehabilitating the water distribution network in order to reduce the losses, the physical losses along the way. And we are happy that we have received a grant of 19.5 million from the Zim Fund, the multi-donor trust, which we are going to use in addition to our own resources to rehabilitate the water distribution network. And in addition to that, we would like to make sure that people pay for the water that they use, because it costs a lot of money, Marion, to treat water. And one of the efforts we are making is coming up with prepaid water meters. And I'm pleased to say that the pilot project is kicking off on the 16th of May in a number of suburbs that are part of that pilot. And the pilot will run for about 6 months. And it is our view that once it has succeeded, we'll then roll it out citywide. And it is going to assist in terms of making sure that water is paid for timelessly to enable the city to provide the service up to the quality that is expected by a city striving to be a world-class city.
And finally, ma'am, the future of City of Harare.
Okay. Going forward, we are working on improving our services in Harare, and one of the areas we are looking at is waste management, where we are looking at various efforts to make sure that waste is seen not just as rubbish, but is seen as a source of income. People can actually improve their livelihoods out of the waste. And what we are doing, for example, in Mbari, we are coming up with a biogas plant which is now almost complete. And that biogas plant is going to use the waste from the market to produce electricity. So what it means is that our market people, the farmers and the others can actually sell their waste. And that waste is then used to produce electricity, which will be up to about 100 kVA. And we are not just going to limit it to Mbari. We are also coming up with a waste to energy project at Pomona, and currently we are in the process of assessing partners who are going to work with us as City of Harare. We are also happy that we've managed to come up with about 3,000 litter monitors throughout the wards in the City of Harare to make sure that we get our community to cooperate and to be active participants in making sure that we manage our waste in a way which keeps our city clean. And we are very proud that the residents of Harare have really embraced this initiative, and we see ourselves maybe in the next 2 years, the culture in terms of waste management should have changed completely. I don't think we will see anyone littering the streets in 2 years from now. So we are very happy with that effort that we have made. On the streets as well, we are transforming our city in a very fast way, from a dark city to be the city with the bright lights that we want. And you have seen our project where we have come up with solar street lights. Now we have done Airport Road, we have done Simon Mzela Street, Borodale Road, and Churchill is now coming online. And by the end of the year, we should have 10,000 solar street lights in Harare. And in terms of making sure that we are going for the green energy, we are very happy because the solar street lights and the biogas, they are all talking to how we are making sure that we are moving with the times in terms of making sure that we use sustainable sources of energy. In addition to that, we have started a very intensive road rehabilitation project where we are working together with Sinara. Despite the level of the funding that we are getting, we are now concentrating on overlays and spray and chip. We are no longer really concentrating on pothole patching. And because we have started this project beginning of the year, it means by the time we get to the next rainy season, we should have done, in fact, most of the major roads in Harare. and we are very proud of that. And on the housing front, we've come up with a new housing policy where we've moved away from working with housing cooperatives. And what we are doing now is to take charge as City of Harare and make sure that we bring people together, we service the land, and we ask people to build, or we can build the houses either ourselves or with partners, like we did with Old Mutual in Budiriro. And we are going to intensify the delivery of houses so that we can meet our quota under the Zim Asset Project. In health services, I'm also happy to say we are coming up with 2 enhanced clinics, one in Budiriro, which is now nearing completion, one in Mapuku, which is now nearing completion, and the next one will be in Budiriro. The enhanced clinics will be able to carry out certain procedures, which currently we refer our patients to the government general hospitals. So what it means is that, for example, a woman requiring a cesarean section can have it performed in one of our enhanced clinics, rather than loading Harare Hospital or Pavilion Hospital. So we feel that it will improve service delivery, and it will also reduce the pressure on the government general hospitals. So those are some of the service delivery initiatives that we are taking as Harare. But for us, we feel that there is a lot that we can do and that we are going to be doing in cooperation and